let me introduce. My name is Margarida Yasuda. I'm the current president of Bipeda Brazil. Now, I would like to welcome all of you for this virtual meeting. Thank you so much for being here, for supporting us, attending this meeting. And it is a great pleasure to be with you and many BPW friends and from different countries, different continents. It's only BPW that can contribute, can do it. Well, today, all of you will have time to share, to contribute with your experiences and bring projects and good best practices of your BPW. It's time that members can give their contribution and sharing these practices, projects we will spread, will take to our BPWs, and it will make our BPW stronger. And we will feel that we are working all together. And today we are working in 4 different groups. We will have breakout sessions, and in each room we have a moderator. But think, we have only 30 minutes to talk, to bring our experience. So try to be very clear and objective in a way that everyone can talk, can share their experiences, okay? That is very important. And now, let me see if our moderators are here. Well, I'll be one of the moderator, and we have Diana Bahagan, Latin America Regional Coordinator, and Semiramis Casas Velasquez, President of BPW Mexico, and our international past president, Yasmin Derwich. Okay, so 4 moderators from Latin America. And also, after 30 minutes of breakout session, we'll be all together again, and each moderator will bring what was talked before. So we will share everything to the group, okay? And this contribution of everyone will be very, very important. So please do your best, bring in your contribution, your personal contribution, and your contribution as BPW member, okay? And so let's start now. The group will be signed in different rooms. And in 30 minutes, we'll be back. So see you in 30 minutes, okay?
Welcome back, all of you, to the main room. Very glad to have shared with some of you in one breakout room. And right now we're willing to listen all the sharing that we have had in different rooms. So may I start with Margarita to share with us, please?
Microphone, okay. I'm very happy to be in my group. I had the honor to be with members from different countries, from Australia, New Zealand, to Africa, Europe, and Latin America. It's very pleasant meeting, and also with their contribution. Well, I had Pinella with us, and she is from BPW Italy, And I always talk to the Brazilians about Pinela. She's an example of a member who, when I met her for the first time, more than 10 years ago, she hardly speak English. And she did it with, now she speaks English. She worked very hard to speak English. And I'm trying to motivate Brazilians to do the same. Age is not an obstacle to learn. We have all this time to learn. So Pinela told about it, her challenge to learn English and to be the coordinator and to be in the Executive Board International. And then I had the pleasure to meet again Ira from BPW Nepal. And she told about some projects. And the projects, most of them are focused to empower women in the economic way, to open their own business, or how to better their business. And another social impact project that I had the opportunity to visit when I was in Nepal was, it is a school to give opportunity to women who did not had chance to go to school. It's a literacy program. And it starts, the classes, it starts very early. It's 5 o'clock in the morning, a.m. Can you believe that? The efforts that women are doing to learn the basic of their language and also basic of mathematics. Every day at 5 o'clock in the morning, for 2 hours. It's amazing, and that's done by BPW Nepal, by volunteers. And
okay.
actually,
yeah. No. Okay, no, go on, Margarita.
Yeah. Oh, and also Susan Jones, our vice president, talked about projects, and she explained that in our website, the BPW International website, we have a page for projects where everyone can see and can register their project. And all the projects are linked to the SDGs, UN SDGs. It's very interesting to look at this website, to the projects, and I motivated the Brazilians to register there. So I think BPW Brazil has 4 or 5 projects registered there. Then also we have a young BPW member talking about how it is to be member, to be starting as member of BPW, the new experience. And from Africa, I had Maggie Kigozi from Uganda, who told about having sisters, BPW sisters, this feeling of sisterhood, which is so important for us, to think that we have friends all over the world who can support us in different moments. And from Latin America, I had the president of BPW São Paulo, Claudia Pirani, who shared the Brazilian project about donation of organs. It's a national project which every club has to do some actions from August 27 to end of September. So with COVID, the presential event would be now in virtual way, but joining all clubs together in different moments. And from Estonia, it's so, I think, being with members, BPW members, it's opportunity to learn about history, about culture, everything. And from Estonia, we had Anu, past president from Estonia, who talked about her history of her country. It's amazing what they got. And now they are working to empower women through their business and giving skills to be in the market. And what she says that all the time they say, women support women, women help women. That is very important. We must think always about it. Women support women, not to struggle against, yeah, not to compete. And also from Estonia, they are working with girls. I think it's very important what she says, that working with girls since when they are at high school, they can be empowered, start thinking about their rights and how they can work in the market, how they can open their own business. Yeah, and finally, from Malaysia, it's a new BPW. I think 2 years or something like this, and she's trying to involve more members to think or to do more projects. And one young BPW member from Düsseldorf, Germany. She's starting in BPW recently, but her contribution was good. That what we always say says that young generation can contribute a lot with these new tools that we need. And we others, the senior members, can help, can support with experience and knowledge. And wherever or whenever or whatever, we can talk, we can contribute, we can help each other, and especially doing business. I think business is very important, and what we feel that we can do business with all our members from different countries and different continents. And so it was, in my opinion, our group was very rich because of this diversity, young and senior generation, and from different countries and continents, and with different experiences. Thank you.
Thank you, Margarita. Please, Jasmine, are you there to share? Thank you.
I am here. Well, we have a reporter, New Zealand, Helen.
Hello, and thank you, Yasmin. We had a few connectivity problems in our room, and Yasmin fell off a couple of times, as did Larissa, who is the first Vice President of Membership from USA. So we had a very diverse group from around the globe, which is wonderful, and we talked about the connectivity around webinars and how these webinars bring friendship and connections, and how we share a lot of our projects, not only as Susan Jones has said through our website, but through the fact that we can actually talk like this. So some of the things and the projects that some of our people are doing, and we had the President of Spain, Sylvia, with us. She talked about the celebration of being a member of BPW, They talked about the friendships that they make and cement through those celebrations that they have, recognizing various, like BPW on the 26th, reaching our 90th birthday, but also other celebrations to bring that strengthening of connections. They talked about supporting women in STEM, which was really wonderful. And then they also talked about the importance of connecting and networking on a whole host of different platforms, whether it's particularly women in business. They're very strong there advocating for women in business. Then we had a young president from one of our Scandinavian countries, Eva, who was talking about her experience as a new president and how one of her projects that she wants to do is to strengthen and promote their website so that their members are connected. They're a small group, but using that platform for connecting within their own membership to support and promote women on boards. And also to, once again, it's around that global connection and friendships that they want to do. We also then went to Nepal, and it was wonderful to hear about one of the chapters in Nepal who is doing a lot of work around microfinance and the empowerment of women in Nepal through the various works that they're doing there. We also had New Zealand, obviously. I'm from New Zealand, and we talked about some of the projects that we do around advocacy and empowerment of women. So we talked about collaboration and partnerships through the Women's Empowerment Principles, around working collaboratively with other civil society in our country, particularly around international treaties and that we're signatories to. And we also talked around just the ability to transcend time zones and globes like we all are now. I'm going to kind of leave it at that. Yasmin was a wonderful host, dropping in and out, and we also talked about Nigeria, who had some wonderful work that they were doing around child brides and forced marriages. So we did have someone in there from Nigeria. So I think that's kind of summed it up for both of us, hasn't it, Yasmin?
Thank you. Thank you very much, Helen. I also talk about the importance that to thinking about the sisterhood in BPW, so strong that many times we can say that we have an extended family, BPW family. We have sisters, we have aunts, we have mothers, and that really are with us all along our lives, even in not only in BPW work, but in our personal lives, which is a precious value of BPW International. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jasmine. Thank you very much. Please, Nalima, could you share it with us, please?
Hello, everyone. It's so wonderful to see everyone here today. So some of the countries that spoke today is two from Brazil. It was Talita and Simone. According to them, they have a special committee in BPW Brazil where they work for business and professional women to promote and support their members. So that is some of the good practices from Brazil. And from New York, for Francesca, they've been working in with other women organizations to fight for all the women advocacy thing like equal pay, and they have been also working with the governor there. And one of the good parts about New York is that out of 8 members who are in the executive board of BPW New York, they have 4 who are young BPW members. So they are not just said, presented as a young representative, but they are a part of different committees. So they are equal as other, which is a practice that we need to do in other part of the world as well. And from Lisa from Hong Kong, who is the young BPW member, who is also the president of BPW Hong Kong, according to her, they've been working with the government and other women organizations, which is, I think, a very the best way to practice, and reach out to the maximum people. So they've been working for different, children and women related issues. So they've been working there, and according to Dawn, from our regional coordinator from North America and the Caribbean, they have been working, St. Kitts have been working with the community related to health, like, having health camps for breast cancer and cervical cancers. And also they've been working with the medical association to make sure that they reach out to the needy people in the community. And during this COVID crisis, Grand Cayman, the president of Grand Cayman, she funded PPE to the entire island of Grand Cayman to support. So which is, I think, is a way in which BPW can move forward. And also the young BPW representative of Brazil, who is Tabata, and she has been working with the national board, and they've been having a lot of online platforms. Currently they've been very active in Instagram. So they have 40 minutes live, they go live 40 minutes on Instagram, where a single member of their club, they talk about their business, so they can reach out and promote their business and their profession there. So you can also join. You can follow the BPW Brazil, Young BPW Brazil. And according to Joe from UK, where they have very limited young members, but they're a very active and very professional BPW club. They've been working for Zoom workshops so that more members become comfortable in the online platform. And Margot from Canada, they've been working, it's an online club. So one thing that they've been doing is they have online webinars and workshops where they invite the senators and ministers to speak, because in Canada, they have, when I went there, I found out that even in Canada, women are not safe there. So they've been working with the missing and murdered women in Canada and the indigenous women and anything that is related to those issues. They have been working through the webinars. And they also have a multiple Zoom, platforms in which they've been reaching out to their members. And also from Canada, I think it's the same Margot, what she said, that they have this, social event. It's called a hat event, where everybody is asked to wear a hat that has a story behind it. So in that way, they stay connected among the members. So they have a lot of social events to get connected. And Eva from Austria, they have 2 clubs in Austria, which is like 2 hours apart. So what they do is they have the Zoom meeting and everything to bring them connected and share the experience, which is, I think, the best way. And according to USA Shirley, they are celebrating 100th anniversary, and they've been working to, push for equal rights with their government, which is what BPW stands for. And also Annie from Canada, she's, they've been doing a lot of fundraising to support not just, the local community, but any other organizations who are working for human trafficking, or the, community who are feeding children, which is, I think, in a way they are being helpful. And Anjana Tamrakar from BPW Nepal, who happens to be in the board of the federation as well, and from a club, they've been working with the community people for the economic empowerment through projects training, through microcredit, which we have heard before as well. And they've been doing a lot of health and safety, initiatives. And with all this, I couldn't speak on that group, so I would like to share something that I've been doing. So there are a few projects that I've been working on. It's called Intergenerational Dialogue, which Dr. Ann Hilty and myself, I'm working on it, and also BPW Goes Digital. And what I have been requesting the young members around the world is that to register their project online. We have BPW, in our website, we have project registration, and we see that a lot of countries, they register. When it comes to young BPW, they don't. They do a lot of hard work and they disappear. So in the last 3 years, there have been like law in action, back to school, leadership in workplace, be a change maker. There are like 5 or 6 projects that has been officially registered. So I would request all the presidents over here, all the members, to encourage among members to register your project, so that it's not to get the fame, but to encourage and inspire other members to do the same. And one of the things that during this, the lockdown that we have done is a lot of webinars like this one. So what I have requested everyone is to do online webinars in which you choose a title like women in politics, women on board, women in, STEM education, women in media, women in business, women for climate change. These are some of the topics that you can start the discussion in your country, or a regional level, in a way that you prepare the women to speak up, so that, when you have to go to a bigger, conferences, we have more women on the panel, because we say that we have very limited women, and whenever there is big conference, there are all men. It's just because we don't have enough women. So once we have more, grooming session in Zoom for free, then I think we'll have more women on the panels in future. So with this, I would like to thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nilima. And please, Kikula, could you share with us?
Hello, are you speaking to me?
Yes.
Yes, Kikula, yes, please.
Yes, I am taking notes, that's why I'm silent. It's very difficult for me to take notes and speak at the same time.
Okay. So, could you share with us?
Can I say something then? When I was president of BPW Cyprus, I promoted the following. I invited women to come and talk to us, to our members, but with a variety of subjects, not only projects of BPW, but political, economic, educational, because most women that were there were already in business and at a certain level. So they were interested to learn other things as well, which I find very, very educational, especially for the young who had ambitions to go into politics or to go and find a better job, let's say, or travel, or all these things. Because I believe that we have to give, especially the young, a very broad educational, how shall I put it, scope. And I believe it was very...
Kikula.
Yes.
Kikula, excuse me. And could you share with us some of the ideas that you talked about in the breakout room?
Yes, from my
please?
Notes.
Yes.
From my notes.
Yes,
okay?
From your notes, please.
Right. To tell you the truth, I could not hear clearly everyone, but I think I got the message. So, Austria, at the end of February, they did the Equal Pay Day, which coincided with the carnival. So they had a lot of positive response by the people. They were watching carnival, but at the same time, they were watching BPW members asking for equal pay. Machon Honoré Marie-Claude managed to reach out to the local authorities. She invited, I'm talking about France now, they invited BPW members to meet the international people, for instance, UNESCO, whenever it was possible, and then be visible at international level. Hong Kong, when the old club closed and Anne started it again, reopened it again, they had lecturers from university entering into special programs. If they needed any help, the young, there were mentors behind them to help. And BPW Hong Kong started with 50 members today, mostly under 40 years old. They're very young, and the numbers are growing. Marie-Claude said also that we don't have to look into university students or university educated women. We have to go and see also the ordinary working women. We have to attract them. They have experience with women. Maybe they don't have the education, but we have to handle them, and we have to find value in what they do. Diana said that when she was BPW Geneva president, she invited ladies to the club, and they explained why they were there. They were saying this, that, and the other. But Diana said, and very, very wisely, you're here because you are visible. And we have to concentrate on visibility of our members.
Sorry, Kikula, I was not BPW Geneva president. I just want to make sure everybody understands that.
Sorry.
I was on the board. I was in the
from the board. Sorry.
Board. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Kikula. Well, as we are running out of time, I would like to share with you in a general form what we have heard in the fifth group, which I was in. We have a lot of practices, best practices. One is twinning, standing committees. At the USA, they are having military affiliate women joining BPW. At the Caribbean, they have social meeting in which they invite presence from all over the world in order to know best practices. Also, we have from France, task force committees, cross-cultural sharing, that it's very important in order to know the many things about some cultures that we share with. And they have made WhatsApp group. They are in all over the world. We are using the internet right now, and the COVID was one of the great issues to force us to communicate in other ways. From Singapore, they have alternative weekday for their event, so they can share with all the members between the week or at weekends. So Canada also talked about the technology and the possibility to share something with another group of women. And the most important thing I have heard there is that we have to share not only with BPW members, but with women of all over the world, in order to share our experiences, to engage women, to empower them, and to be sisterhood, not only between us, but with our women from all association. And well, we have a very rich session, and I'm glad to have shared with all of you. I'm glad to hear what we are doing all over the world. And I thank Anne and Nilima for this effort, and all my sisters for having shared with us all the best practices and all what BPW are doing. Thank you very much.